the other
turning out.
primary.
Let's talk about who is an extremist.
Finally, about President Obama. It's about time, Stephanie. Let's get started here about the president.
Now, Tim, Kiki had a good point that Cantor was trying to have it both ways. He was trying to be Mr. New Republican Party in Washington, but then go back home to the district and be Mr. Obstruction. Now, he allowed himself to be defined by talk radio. Let's listen to some of this.
If Eric Cantor gets in and is reelected, we are going to have amnesty.
Cantor reversed himself over and over and over again on the issue of amnesty.
Who do you think Barack Obama and Nancy Pelosi want to win this primary? They want Eric Cantor to win because Eric Cantor is an ally in the biggest fight that will occur in the next 6 months to maybe even sooner in Washington, which is the fight for immigration amnesty.
Now, those people are giddy today.
They're not in the district. None of those three factions are later in the
they
state.
basically drove the election
in
the district. And if there was anybody that Democrats would call an obstructionist, it would actually be Eric Cantor. So they were lying about Eric Cantor's position on immigration reform. But there's a bigger question here. Are you worried about how talk radio is basically driving a wedge in your party?
Not at all. It's helpful in building a vibrant conservative movement.
That was helpful? What happened last night was helpful?
Well, I did not say it had a actual impact on the race with regard to immigration. This race was about one thing. People are sick and tired of Washington, D.C., and 34,000 plus Virginia Republicans and conservatives were able to register their complaint with what's happening in Washington. And so I know you may be excited about this a little bit, but I'll tell you something. There's a whole bunch of Democrats. If you're at Kehagan in North Carolina, Maryland, or in Louisiana, a lot of the same people are looking at Washington, D.C. and going, I'm sick of the VA scandals and Obamacare and everything else, and I can't wait to register my frustration.
Let me tell you what people are sick of. People are sick of people not doing their jobs, a Congress that gets something done, all right? So now we know we're going to have now we know
from Congress. That's crazy. That shows a complete lack of knowledge of the folks voting yesterday. They did
maybe
not
the folks voting yesterday, but most of the country.
Like you mean like the VA and like Tim, Obamacare. That's a good thing.
Come on, have some manners. Let me tell you how it goes.
Go ahead.
All right. So the reality is that most people want to see Congress do their job and be at work, right? So what happens is now the Republican Party in Virginia has now nominated a guy who's going to be even more obstructionist than Eric Cantor, right? Now, hopefully, my team's going to beat him. I don't know. That's kind of a borderline district, but we're going to, you know what? But we're going to fight for him because I think last night proved upsets happen every day. So in politics, you don't give up, and that's why some of us love being in politics because you can really make change when you show up at the party. But at the end of the day, the reason Republicans will begin to lose on this curve, and already have, is because they continue to obstruct and obstruct and obstruct. And this challenger in a primary was able to move where he was because there is a vacuum in leadership and vision in the Republican Party. And to his credit, he showed a vision. But my question is, did the people of Virginia nominate Laura Ingraham? Did they nominate Brett? Who'd they nominate? They're tired of Washington, but Laura's there.